Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking, and today we are back in automation in the Light Campaign V3 patch number 7. And this one currently isn't released yet. I'm playing the closed beta, and we are planning to release this version that I'm currently playing. Currently, it is Saturday, and we are planning to release it early next week. So, I thought, why not do a bit of a, in air quotes, let's play to check out some of the new features of the Light Campaign. And in that vein, try to find some of those potential nasty bugs that we don't want to have in an actual Let's Play of the Light Campaign. So, what I'm going to do is not a full Let's Play, but rather, let's call it an expedition into Light Campaign V3 Patch 7. As a campaign, and in the style of a Let's Play, but so don't invest too much stock into this. I won't, because it might just end, and then once this version releases, I'm going to do a proper full Let's Play. But I think this will be excellent to talk a bit more about some of the new stuff and some of the bugs maybe, or some of the balance challenges that I'm dealing with to try to get this into a good place. Lots of strange happenings in there. Because of the let's start here right here, right? Let's start with a new game, and then I shall tell you all about the dangers of having bugs forever in the game, which we had. It was what is this? Solihull International. Lore Motorworks, Wadhurst Automobiles. That sounds awesome. Let's do a Wadhurst Automobiles. The question is, what do they produce? That sounds like a kind of small family company. It's like Bathurst, but no, not quite. Bathurst? No, automobiles. Yes, where would they be placed? It sounds very Gazmian. Gazmian, maybe Hedvesian. But yeah, so we do of course have a bit of a nicer selection menu here for the Light Campaign now, and some of the good presets. We are going to play on, I think, a customized insane difficulty. That may be a bit too much. Yeah, I think so. I want to aim for something like, what would this be? Brutal? Beyond brutal. So beyond a score multiplier of 5, probably. I need to make sure that insane difficulty is actually possible to beat. I've been struggling since we fixed the competitors, or rather, not really the competitors, but the demographics calculations. The pony car bug. Like, that bug doesn't only affect pony cars, but it affected everything. So everything was broken. And it was that for years. Like, this is the system now. This is the system, the way I designed it in the first place. So we shall find out. But yeah, let's go into advanced settings and really quickly just set that up. We do have starting year is fine. We don't care about this setting in here. It should yeah, that's a bug. I'm going to pause here and there a little bit and just note down bugs. This is really unfortunate. Shit. Yeah, this would look a lot better if it didn't have to have a scroll bar, but it's a little clunky. It's not that much more text than this. There's not much more space here either that we could use. Maybe we can make it a little bit wider. But yeah, then there is Spanish and German. It's like, yeah, okay, you're fucked anyway. Not a chance to fit it in any kind of size box. And Finnish! Oh man, yeah, forget it. You need to have a scroll bar anyway, so... But yeah, these are struggling for space a little. maybe reduce the size of these as well. Yeah, there's some more little fine-tuning required, I believe. I don't quite want to start out with a factory plot of... Yeah, no, let's start out with small factories. Small factory, small plot, cash 100 million, competitor strength 100%. 100% is now fucking hard. That is like proper. They are no longer monster trucks. And we've optimized how they are choosing tire widths as well. And that makes a big difference, especially in the early years. In later years, they were rather competitive, but in the early years, that was way too easy, and you could just trounce them by making a half-decent car. That is no longer the case. 100% is now actually pretty hard. I found myself struggling a little, mainly because we fixed a bug. No, because they were cheating. I got the deservedly high reliability penalty from my engine. So what is going on with the reliability calculations is that it's like, Pythagoras, what is it called in English? I only know the Swedish name, Pythagoras stats. Yeah, the stuff. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And we're doing that with reliability, but with the inverse, like 1 over A squared plus 1 over B squared, and the square root out of those two equals the reliability. So if your engine reliability is lower than your car's reliability, the overall reliability will tend towards the engine reliability. I think that is quite a fair way of calculating it. Works well. But the competitors didn't really have to do that much, because their trim reliability was in a weird way less important. So yeah, they kind of cheated in that regard. So that meant they were like 4 or 5 reliability points higher all the time. But where I'm going with this is that competitors were cheating as well, and that's why I'm failing. Do you see a trend here? I'm trying to blame everything but myself for failing. But yeah, I think this is a good setup. We don't want any tech. Cash should be good. Multiplier of 6 is super high. It's not much to do here. We're starting in Gazmir, so production will be real tough. Home country Gazmir, no dealerships. So this is a neat new feature. You can see how much that does. A dealership in Gazmir is worth a lot. In the other regions, of course, that is every other region. Level 1 was also nice, but you can go up to 5. Score multiplier is getting down a little bit. I have completely changed and reworked how awareness works and how it progresses. So I think I'm going to start out like this. This is the hard mode start. Okay, here we go. So, because we don't have anything yet, everything is red. No dealership, so everything is red. And let's take a look at our market awareness. Of course, 0%, as it should be. Affordability, we're not selling any cars, so it should be 0. Competitiveness should be 0 because we're not selling any cars. This is showing your highest competitive trim in the market currently being sold. But we are taking a look at untapped revenue without my awareness limit. What market are we going to go into? I think we could be a Gazmian. Should we go the standard way? I think so. That's the most reliable way to make a profit at the start. Start out with a small-scale production of kind of luxury cars, and then later on diversify your portfolio. Let's have a look. Let's take a look here what we do have. Are the new bodies in yet? Let's see. No, okay, they didn't quite make it. Some of our body makers have been working on adding a new version, which is 2.9 meters long of this one, basically. So an even larger version of that. Yeah, but let's take this one. It would be perfect for a luxury car in the early years. If you go for anything that is a bit more sporty, well, you would be going for this. This even has 2 seat rows, but the cabin size is tiny for 2 rows. It's at best a 2+2. While this one is a lot more comfy. So let's go with this one. It's older too though, so that's not great. Yeah, okay, small factory production. So do we display this here? Oh no, this is something we need to do. That is something we need to do. Yeah, let's note that down. The minimum factory size should be displayed. I need to cut down on the engineering time for the chassis overall, and I need to go for more advanced suspension types, so I'm going with a leather chassis then. Steel, of course, longitudinal, double wishbone. Ooh, should we bite the bullet and go and start building familiarity in double wishbone? I think we need to. Okay, let's do that. These buttons aren't deactivated yet. Yeah, that's something that needs to be done. So, a new engine it is. And now, what kind of car are we going to do? Now, I see 3 options. And that is going for the very high end. That would be a V12. Trying to be a bit more, let's say, the oddball out and make a massive i6. That would save us some time in engineering. But, of course, that costs us prestige. We could also go the in-between way and make a V8. But that is... Is that a good choice? It's kind of like neither here nor there. Let's go with a V12. Let's try to make a V12 work. So, we call it the Hammer V12 A46. Here we go. So, hey, it's blue. The V12, we want 5 liters. Whoa, that's a big fill factor. It's already full in there. Holy shit, okay. Yeah, let's make this smaller. 5 liters, pretty much exactly there. 78%. That might be a bit too large. That might be too large. We don't have any issues with size. So, how would an inline 6 do? Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's half the size. How would an inline 6 do with... Ooh. At 4 liters, it's already massive. Okay. 5 liter. 5 liter inline 6 is at 76% as well. So, no, not a 10 liter. Thank you very much. There we go, 71%. Okay, we're going with the V12. Pushrod it is. I want to kill as much power as possible. Because we are going to have wheel spin issues. So, low compression, low cam profile. Let's go even lower. Like 15 or something. Diesely. And eco carbs. Yeah, let's go eco carbs. No, okay, max. That might be a little low. 115 horsepower. That's a lot. Okay, but I think we can handle this if we make the car heavy enough. So I'm going to tune it for 2,000 revs. And I would think then that this thing revs to around 4,500. Where is our... Oh, stroke is way up there. Okay. Maybe cast pistons can deal with this. I hope they can. Yeah, let's see. Otherwise we have to change to heavy. Which would be a shame because that lowers our smoothness. So, yeah. Okay, let's put something on here. And, oh, yeah, I need dual mufflers. 18, what's... stress. Stress is good. 360. We're at 318. Good. So, oh, well. We might get over that number as soon as we're not knocking anymore. Nope. Okay, that's all good. Now we are at 91.7 and 330 Newton meters. Might get a bit higher still though. It's kind of limiting already. Ooh, yes, we kill even more power. Holy shit, this is a diesel. This is almost an electric car. Oh, and we need to go dual as well to make it even quieter. Let's see. 32, 90, oof. That's not much flow, is it? We need to lower this one even more by 200. And get that reliability up. And yeah, that's a very strangled, very bottom heavy engine. Strangling the shit out of it to make it super quiet. Well, super quiet is relative, I assume. 28. Yeah, that's very quiet. Alright, the sedan it is, and we choose a rear-wheel drive. 3 gears should be enough. We don't want to overdo it on the first car. Let's go reasonably fast, and then drop these down. And open diff. Yay, open diff. Medium compound. We are going as large as we can. Oh, that's not very large. 145 seems about right. Recommended width, that has been fixed. Yeah, okay. That is more achievable now in the early days. Let's go as large as we can here. That's 15 inch. That is not great. That is not massive, is it? Okay. But yeah, just as much braking as possible. And we go with a low pad type. So basically shit brakes, despite them being massive in size. And brake-wise, I don't think we even get to grip levels, despite that being shit tires. And cooling. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta watch that number. Like, if you pull this up, this of course gives you more reliability and stuff. But you also add cooling capacity and you pay engineering time for that cooling capacity. This is massive. Required cooling, and then get 406. It's a lot. Ooh, this is still broken. Oh shit, no. Ah, damn it. We haven't fixed that yet. We need to. You see the body effective area, and then you see the cooling effective area, and then you see the total. The calculation is correct. What isn't correct is that cooling only affects the total area by that amount. It should be a lot more. A lot more. And so you and your fancy fast supercars should really suffer. Because this is just not realistic at all. Like, for a sporty car, you would expect the cooling of the car, of the engine, to be about 30% of the drag, I believe. So yeah, that there is not 30% of the drag. For old cars it might be less, of course, because their body is so damn inefficient. But this seems very small. Yeah, for the number of seats, of course, we're going for 4. That should be pretty much perfect for luxury/premium. And do we want to invest into Leatherworks? Ooh. Also 18 months. Well, it's 18 for both. So I guess, well, this is half price. But, oh, and production units, of course. Yeah, production units is massive. So, yeah, I think I'm going with the standard luxury. And then luxury here too. Although, yeah, no, I think I have to. Well, I think I do have to do this. This would be more or less half price. Again. So, what kind of market segment are we aiming for? Should we try to aim a little lower, maybe? And save some engineering time in the process? Yeah, maybe. Standard. I've lowered the engineering times for these. So now it is, what is it, 6, 12, 18, and 32, instead of previously here for this one 42, and this one was 24. So quite a bit more achievable. Also, they now have familiarity across the decades, so that's good. I think I do want to have a +5 on this. Like just a good smooth steering, because this is not going to be a lightweight car. Standard safety should be fine. And yeah, for a first run through, that is not bad, especially once you hit the comfort button here. 247? That's very high. Is that correct? Maybe? That seems like the competitors have an issue there, potentially. Not necessarily. These numbers are looking a lot better now, though. They were broken in the last build I played. So the affordability is looking about right. Yeah, let's press this one and see what is in it. Okay, top 3 luxury competitors in 1946. Right now in this market at the moment. Yeah, they are kind of shit in prestige and comfort, and the only thing they have is drivability more than I have. A little bit more safety. Yeah, they're using advanced safety. Practicality. Alright. And then, very economical in comparison to my engine. But they don't have a V12, I would assume. Oh, and we can make this quite a bit better too. We should get back some drivability here, because we have a very low roll angle for a luxury vehicle, and we are underneath the blue line. So here you have the explanation. Yep, read it? Yes, perfect. Okay, so I don't have to read it because I wrote it. So like so many of these new ones. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's quite a bit better. But now we're at 8.8. That's not great. Even though it rhymes. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably... Yeah, that's better. And... Nope. Okay, that's too much. Yep, you want to be around the 7-degree mark with a luxury vehicle. Do we want more or less ride height? Probably a little bit more. And now let's check out the markets. Yeah, that is a pretty much all-encompassing one. But the tricky bit will be to actually create the car, to make the car. Now a quick run through of the gearing. Ooh. Yeah, that is still a lot of wheel spin. Can we get rid of some more of that? Yeah, that's looking good. Down to 9%. Okay, 5.8% wheel spin. That is looking good. And now we have an overdrive gear. That's nice. Yeah, that works. 165 in second. Oh shit. Well, you never need to shift in this one. And with all the torque down low, what would it be? Like cruising along at 700 revs or something. Let's just double check the brakes. Yeah, I didn't overdo it there. They're still... I mean, it's a terrible brake setup, but still way better than having no brakes. 77.9 meters. Yeah, that's right. You almost stop on a football field. No, not almost. Just barely. That's the correct term, I would think. Yeah, so all this is good. Let's head up and make a convertible version of this one. Let's call it the Vinosi. And this is the sedan, and very creatively this will be the convertible. And let's see. You can select the target demographic, of course. And that should be convertible premium, the equivalent of luxury. Do we have a convertible body here? That's a coupe, that's the convertible, but only soft top. Alright, soft top it is. Interior, same setup, everything is the same. Let's just check out. Ooh, yeah, slightly worse tune there. But now this is doing fantastic. Body penalty because it's a soft top instead of a hard top. But there is no hard top available, so the competition also gets this penalty. Yeah, very solid market performance. I think... Oh, wait a second, what? This is a 1940s body, so there should be some competitors using this. Maybe they haven't quite released yet. That could very well be the case in this set of competitors. Yeah, let's go ahead. Do we want to start out with a small one? I think that might be a good idea, because I don't know how competitive we can be Well, like the car is quite competitive, but how many we can actually get into the market at our very low affordability ratings we are going to get. So let's set this one up accordingly. Let's see. Currently the engineering is set to 50%, which is the standard value. So we see the factory efficiency increasing a little while we lower automation. This is as high as we can get, and that's the number of cars we get. So slightly higher there, and I think a sweet spot is somewhere there. We want to lower the production costs per car. Yeah, tooling quality can remain. This is just 5 million. That's fine. Oh, engineering management, 70 as our base. That's good. So let's lower reliability to 40. That costs us 5.6%. And tooling... Oh, that kind of hurts. But you see the factory efficiency at least goes up, so it's counteracting what we're doing here. The total costs aren't that massive. 14.6k. I expected worse. But this is quite nice to... Ooh, 100 bucks per click. Ouch. Almost 100. 80 per click. Do we want to go down there? 30. I think so. 15.6k sounds about right. Can we lower it further? Ouch. Ouch. Material costs go up like crazy. Yeah. Ouchies. Now, these production flags are kind of killing us. You can't make up for it with a leather works. This one is from the luxury interior, and this one is from aluminum panels. This is really handy to now finally see what these flags are for, what they are, and what they are coming from. Quite helpful. Now you'd only need to know what they actually do, but what they actually do is in here, kind of. So, no, not only kind of, they are in here, but would be nice to have a breakdown of these and what they do in the efficiency. Maybe this could be a tooltip which breaks it down, like how these flags are coming in and how the automation level and tooling settings are affecting things. That would be good. So now pressure. Yeah, we can up the pressure because we don't want to up the funding. We don't have money. We can up the pressure a bit to reduce it further. Is that worth it though? Saving 2 more months? 48? Should we go with 48 and see if that is fine with the engine? Because that is another thing. Also a small one, that should be fine. Yeah, we produce plenty. Tooling, 5 million. There's nothing fancy about this engine. So 92.3%, it's good. Oh, 84. Shit. Okay. I think I need to lower this one. Ah, good. Our factory doesn't really mind. In fact, it kind of appreciates that now it's super efficient. It's mostly a handmade engine. 400 of them per month. And that drops it to 57.8. Still a long way to go. If we... 55? Okay, I think I need to lower reliability here too. And this engine isn't that expensive. Oh yeah, this is the way to go. We don't care that much about the process here. Can make that slightly more expensive. And produce more engines that way too. And we can make up for this by lowering pressure again. 48 was it? Yeah. There you go. 48. And yeah, we're producing enough engines. Do we want to take any costs into the engine? Probably the tooling costs, but not the factory costs, right? I don't need a loan for this. 19 million for the engine project. That's fine. It's not too expensive. Let's check here again. 48. And how much will it cost us? This will of course be entirely red because we have no dealership at this moment and no one knows if we are even going to sell a single car at this point. So the forecaster can't do shit. we just turn this all off, and thus we get a bare bones minimum price that we see here. This is always wrong for some reason. Stock levels. Yeah, that's odd. Units produced per month. But I think we should be setting a minimum margin. Oh, yeah, that's making it more expensive. But if we can't sell it at least a 10% profit, because we don't have any margin from these baked in there. So what I want to do is to make sure that we're not just selling them for production price, production cost. And yeah, because this break-even calculation can't really work if you're not selling a single car. But this will help us. Yeah, 20% should be a minimum. 23k, that's not expensive. That really isn't expensive, one would think. Oh, and also, I probably should be doing this instead. Target shifts, let me set that to 1.5. Don't go overboard with the target shifts, but this we can use for inventory gain. This is all described here by the tooltips, which is quite handy. Alright. I think that should be a decent-ish setup, despite us not having any data in here because we're playing insane difficulty. Like for all the other difficulties, there would be data in here. The harder you go, the less reliable this is for your first car. But if you're going in here in easy mode, then you already have a decent awareness, and the game then knows, like, yeah, okay, you can sell those cars, and you can set your awareness to go up and stuff. But this baseline doesn't allow for that. So, let's have a look. 40... both rounded up. Okay. Well, let's... Oh, 300k for that. No, I add one pressure on both. That saves us a month. So, there you go. There you go. Yeah, much better. 48 now, and we are ready. We are ready to sign this off. This project cost us 22 million, so plus the 19 million from the engine. So yeah, 43-ish. That's fine. Or 42 million. Yeah, 42 million. We signed them both off. Ugh, this screen looks awful still. But yeah, it has all the data. Like this. It's very clean. If you don't show anything, it's really clean. Very good UI. Yes. Okay, let's sign it off. And whoa, what's this economy? Holy shit, that's looking pretty good. What I do want to do with the remaining money is to slowly build my dealership network to level 1 in both regions. It's not that expensive, fortunately. And that gives me a minimum awareness and a pretty much higher maximum awareness. This has changed completely. So that's good. We are not going to do any marketing until we actually start selling the car. And oh yeah, game score is now in here. That's also neat. And no longer do you get millions of game score, but this is now previously, like the old scoring, which we currently have in the current public version of the game, is just number of cars sold. Which, of course, if you're a supercar manufacturer, you're kind of fucked. And this is the Light Campaign V2 version of the scoring, which takes into account what kind of car you sell and at what competitiveness level you sell it at. So the higher the competitiveness and the more difficult the demographic you sell to, the higher the score you get. But of course, you sell more cars into the easier categories if you're a mass market producer. Alright, yeah, that's all good. I think we are set up here, so let's just fast forward and see the first month of sales. We'll see how badly we are losing the game. Oh, that would have been so good to sell into this. Holy shit. Let's have a quick look. This must be insane. Monthly sales and demographic sizes. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Year-over-year growth of this demographic is... Oh, no, not limited to our awareness. is 22.1%. Now that's a sizable increase. And as you can see, after just these few months, there's nowhere near enough cars in this market, even if we combine them. Yeah, kind of fucked in this state, but we're going to get more, or not only more awareness, but also more reach with the dealership network here. So that's good. Yeah, let's just continue on. Oh, this looks like beautifully timed for a big-ass depression we're heading into for the first year of sales. Well, 1 year left, and now I'm going to up my dealership networks to level 2 so that we can push beyond 1 easily in that time. Costs quite a bit more, but that's necessary. You do want to be at least 1 for your start, otherwise you have just no reach whatsoever. As soon as we're going to sell, this awareness will kick up like crazy, but hopefully it will, because that's a mechanic I changed. And that should do that the markets you sell to increase in awareness a lot faster if you have a competitive car in that market. And I hope we do. I hope it's not obsolete at that point. Now let's continue on. Yep, price kicking up a bit. That's fine. And oh, it's a good turn. Or maybe it's a dead cat bounce. I don't know. Now come the big costs. Let's slow it down a bit. 8 million per month, and we should start selling now. Let's see. So first month inventory gain, and there we go. Okay, yes, competitive we are. There's no point on here yet. These need to be fixed up a little ugly, but they will. Like right now, it doesn't show any data because we only have 1 data point, so you wouldn't be able to see it. But we sold 171 cars. Didn't make any inventory. We sold at 20% margin. It's looking good, and made a small profit. Yeah, that's not too shabby. It's a good start, but let's see if that lasts. And right in the next episode, we're going to create our first facelift and start instantly, because it will take a while, to bring up production value a little bit, because that is a little lacking for our car at the moment. Yeah, should be good. Let's take a quick look at the markets though before we leave. Oh yeah, there you see some score. I see some really nice score. That's a hefty start for the first month. We are selling, let's see, monthly sales data. We are selling 80. Oh, we're getting into premium as well because of our really high affordability for being such a car. Well, really high. It's just so damn competitive. 45.8% affordability in this. 78.3, and of course more there. Yep. We haven't sold a single car into luxury premium. And yes, you can already see prestige going up, reputation going down. As it should be. Alright, this is looking good so far. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.